And now I would like to invite Ms. Tan Sodani, Director of ICT Policy Department, General Department of ICT at Ministry of Post and Telecommunication, to deliver a talk regarding ICT development in Cambodia. Please.
Very good morning, Excellency Ko-Mak-Ra, Secretary of State, Ministry of Post and Telecommunications, Mr. Nagase Kensuke, Charge of Affairs and Interim of Embassy of Japan, the Kingdom of Cambodia, Dr. Seng Suphip, President of Cambodia Academy for Digital Technology, CADT, my respect to Dr. Tuguda Hindai Yuki, President of National Institutes of Information and Communications Technology, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, and researchers from different ASEAN countries. Very good morning, and I hope you have a good stay in Cambodia for this event. I am Sodani Tan, Head of ICT Policy from Ministry of Post and Telecommunication, and it's my great honor to be here, part of the ASEAN IVO Forum, very important platform for connecting all researchers to bring up with the digital solution for today's world. What I work for Ministry of Post and Telecommunications is in the areas of digital inclusion, safety, and also digital literacy. I am not a science researcher, so it's very nervous today to present about this in front of the high respected senior researcher from across the world and the region today. But I will just briefly present to you about the overviews of Cambodia digital transformations and hope to open for more collaboration and research projects that fit to the strategy of direction of Cambodia as well. Yes, as I just mentioned earlier, that I work for the three major areas, focus areas in developing ICTs in Cambodia. First one is digital inclusion. Second one is digital safety and digital literacy. So if you have any interested research on this particular area, you can approach me and also my boss for further collaborations and develop the research project. Yeah. So if I put the 30 years digital development in Cambodia into one single page, it will look like this. So for Cambodia, we have an e-government institution, first e-government institution established in year 2000. And until now, there's a lot of change as well in terms of institutional developments, and I can say there's also a lot of progress on the digital government as well. We have introduced several applications in order to enhance the public service inside the country. Yeah. So this means that the government, of course, adopting the technology and give priority to use this tool for public service and government transformations. Right now, as Excellency Ko-Mak-Ra just mentioned, we have a new policy and strategies also. The Cambodian Digital Economy and Society Framework, which is just released in 2021. And this is a new strategy that we are going to implement to create a vibrant digital economy and society in Cambodia. It's laid down several strategies and action plans for bringing to achieve this vision. And at the same time, we have digital government policy for implementation period is 2022 to 2035. This one is a major strategy in and giving the directions how the government develop and transform itself to provide a better service aimed at improving the quality, the citizens' quality of life and build their trust through better public service provision. Besides these two strategies, there are several policies that mention about the digital development and provide like the direction for developing the sector. And one is a Pentagon strategy, phase 1. And in that strategy, technology has been acknowledged as a tool to use to improve the public service as well as to promote the digital economy and society in Cambodia. Besides that, we just developed the digital skill developing roadmap and digital media and information literacy competency framework, which aim to providing a clear directions how the digital citizen in Cambodia look like. Yeah. There are areas of digital cybersecurity and safeties as well. So beside the development of institutions on digital security, we all have several guidelines that are coming out, targeting the mitigating the online risks and harm. And we just come up with the Cambodian Child Online Protection Guideline for digital technology industry, which means that the ministry working very closely with the digital industry in developing the solution for preventing and protecting the user from harm online. Yeah. For this area, we haven't worked with the research institution yet. So I recommend also if you can look into finding a solution for mitigating and protecting the user from harm, from scam, it would be the good area to focus on. In addition to that, we just have the Cambodian Financial Technology Development Policy that just recently released in 2023. Talking in terms of law and regulations, there's still very limited digital law in Cambodia. We have, of course, the law on telecommunication in 2015, the law of e-commerce, and some of the regulations, sub-regulation to govern certain areas in the digital space, like the laws on digital, the sub-degree for digital signature, the management and the use of national domain name on the internet, etc. There's still a lot of law that's in draft, such as the cyber security law, personal data protection. We don't have it yet, and many more. Yeah. I also would like to give you the holistic digital institutions in Cambodia. So just the release of Cambodian digital economy and society framework, policy framework, pushed to the establishment of the National Digital Economy and Society Council. So this is the kind of supreme body governs on the digital development in Cambodia. It's chaired by the Prime Minister, our Prime Minister, and under this council, there are three more important institutions. The Digital Government Committee, Digital Economy and Business Committee is another one under Ministry of Economic and Finance. And recently, we have established the Digital Security Committee, which is chaired by our Prime Ministers as well. So what are the roles of our ministries in this digital landscape and digital institutional arrangement? So for MPTC, we are the leads and coordinates of the General Secretariat of Digital Government Committee. So it means that we do a lot of work on the digital government to support the committee. We also part of the Digital Security Committee. And in that role, we have an important mission. First, to provide the connectivities and also take part in the digital citizen developments as well, and support the digital government by developing several products for for government transformation. So I'd like to inform you about one of the products that we are really proud of. Is verify.gov.kh, and this product was developed based on the issue that we have in Cambodia, the problem of ineffectiveness of the formal document, the government document, a lot of fake product, a lot of fake document happenings on the ground. So verify.gov.kh is a product that developed by the Digital Government Secretariat to counter the issue. Besides the service that we provide, we also in charge of developing the skill training for civil servants, led by CADT, and the Chief Information Officer Program to support the unit in each ministry, digital transformation unit in each ministry. Okay, for connectivity, as we are the Ministry of Post and Telecommunications, we still responsible in developing and make sure that the country cover by a broadband connectivity so the people can access and enjoy the internet to take benefit from this development. The mobile penetration rate in the country is 21.9 million subscribers, so it's mean around 120 something. So it's larger than our whole populations. For the internet subscriber, we reached 20 million subscribers, and it's around 110%. It's still larger than our whole population. Regarding to the development of digital citizens, we have conducted a number of initiatives and programs, includes developing the roadmaps and also the standard of competency. And also we support a lot of training and other programs to promote the skill and literacy. Recently, Ministry launched a program called Community Tech Center. We also have one Community Tech Center that's supported by Japan in the rural area. So this Community Tech Center is an important infrastructure to provide the training and develop skill for the student, young people in the remote area. So what we are going to do next, of course, to complete several important laws and make sure that our cyberspace is protected. The first law that we are going to complete is cybersecurity, personal data protection, and also the digital government. And right now we also develop other strategies such as data governance strategy, open data, and cloud first strategy. We are going to implement and develop several other applications and solutions to support the government transformation, and also providing the capacity building training to all the government staff and the citizens as well. And like probably you have heard a lot from our senior that MPTC adopt the new technology. We are working on AI and data science, and we come up with the roadmap soon, and hope that we can collaborate in these new emerging technologies as well. What we are going to do more on this is establishing a national data center to support the e-government. Yeah, so I would like to stop my presentation here and hope that this will give you the overall ideas about the digital transformation in Cambodia, what are our strategy and priorities, and what we are going to do next. And I hope that you can take it into account and select some of the important areas and expand more collaboration on that and conduct research and development tools on this particular area or issue. And thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Ms. Tan Sodani, for your presentations regarding ICT development in Cambodia. Such a very impressive presentations. And now I would like to take this opportunity to invite Dr. Sain Supip once again, President of Cambodia Academy of Digital Technology, CADT, to give a presentation about our celebrating 10 years of nurturing digital talent and innovation in Cambodia. Please.
Good mornings again. I promise it's my third appearance on stage, and maybe very shortly during the dinner and then you will not see me again. So we started this journey 10 years ago. I remember at that time that when we just established a delegation from NICT have visited us. We don't even have our logo yet. And if you look at our logo, lastly, it looks strangely very similar to an ICT. It's just the opposite side. Just a disclaimer. So we have signed this. At that time, by the way, we share a lot of letters in common, right? We just have one more letter that longer than NICT. So we have signed this in the Ministry of Post and Telecommunication. And then we start immediately one project that I think I still remember many participants on that day, a launch of the NeverNet workshop that we established a few smart village in Cambodia. We have identified different areas, not too far, not too remote, or really remote. And by the time we finish the smart village, the city take over the village already. So this is to tell you how fast the city is growing in Cambodia. But what I noticed, no change, is our colleague Inuisan and Vasdasan that don't change at all. So I don't know how they do it, they doesn't change, not even, right? If you look at me, I don't know how they do it. We also host, as I told, the second steering committee meeting here in Phnom Penh. You see a lot of, still a small group, and I'm really proud that today this community is growing. So yes, by saying all this, let me show you a few work that have done here at CDT and what we're doing. So we are a group of 3 institutions. The first one, 10 years ago, is the Institute of Digital Technology that we provide training at bachelor and master degree level, specialized in digital technology. We are very specialized institutions. We have 1,000 students today, recruit based on a very competitive entrance exam. As you see downstairs is the moment that students come to apply for the exam. So we recruit 300 students every year, and we have around 1,000 candidates. So very competitive to come in here. So we are not the universities. We aim to select the best. We tend to say, oh, training is not the best, but as far as you select the best student, the job is easy, right? And then the second institution that we established 4 years ago is the Institute of Digital Governance. This is where our government officials come to get training in digital skill at both ministry and sub-government level from different ministries. So with the digital skill, but also skill for manage digital tool in the ministry, from network administration to web, mobile, design, cybersecurity. So all these skills that we train for our government agencies, but also at the policy level, digital transformation level, to make our policy maker understand a bit what digital transformation means for governments around the world, of course. And finally, in this building that they established 4 years ago, is a first of its kind research center in Cambodia that aggregate researchers from around Cambodia to do research here. As you may know, so I will talk a bit about a few research work, especially on something that I see a lot of researchers have addressed in the forum today, is on AI and data. So in Cambodia, not many universities do research. A lot of universities are primarily education and training as a business, right? So to give you an idea on data and AI research development in Cambodia, in terms of people size, we have count for the last 2 years only 300 students that register in bachelor and master level. It's only the last 2 years that the university start to open this kind of specialized programs, right? Infrastructure, not many universities have access to computing power. We at CDT, we are building one, hopefully next year, with the collaboration with the French development partner, AFD, to build first AI computing centers that can be shared across university and business in Cambodia. And then in terms of data, the Khmer data is, in Khmer language is very limited. We are maybe the only one institution that work on this Khmer language processing with NICT, of course. I think we have two PhD that finish on that specific area in the Khmer language processing. It's still an under-resourced language that we still need a lot of effort to collect and produce Khmer language resource in order to do something meaningful for our citizens. In terms of students, to give you a big picture of Cambodian higher education, we have around 100,000 to 140,000 high school students that pass high school exam every year. This year, for example, is the peak year. We have 140,000 high school students that just have passed the exam a few weeks ago. And 100,000 of them pass the high school exam. Maybe half of them go to university. Other half go to other training, vocational training or job, right? So there will be around in any time 200,000 students in university in Cambodia. But if you look at how they choose to study, not many choose science and technology. So a lot go to business and banking. They follow where the money is, it's normal. But also in other sector like foreign language and law. But in science and engineering and basic science, it's really limited, right? Engineering is 8%, basic science 5%. So it's something that even challenging to find science teacher in our schools. And in ICT and ICT related skill, we put together ICT management, information management. We are not more than 10% of students that study technology. So at ministry and what this Danny is talking about, our ministry is doing a very hard job to attract our young people to study technology and especially digital technology through many, many programs and scholarship. But the number is increasing. We see that every year, the number of students that come to study digital technology is increasing year by year. The training institution in Cambodia is very fragmented. It's really fragmented to different ministries. We cannot say something better than this. We are under the Ministry of Telecommunication, not Ministry of Education, right? So every ministry basically have one university. Defense have one university, health have one university, agriculture have one, fine art have one. So we don't complain about this, but it's very fragmented. So it don't allow a better coordination and a better usage of research resources, but also a lot of redundancy in the way we organize our training. So I will take a few minutes, go through a few research work that we do here, specialize on data and AIs, that not only us, but also joined by different research institutions in Cambodia. And it's very easy to present the work that I didn't do, which all researchers do. So I take great pleasure to do that, right? To present the job that other people do and not mine. So one of the job, the project that we have, and we are quite happy to be able to join, is a study on antimicrobial resistance, antibiotic resistance. In Cambodia, I'm sure my case is the same. Since very young age, when we get any problem, health problem, we go to a pharmacy. We don't see a doctor, and I still do it today. So the pharmacy will give me a lot of things, I don't know what, and I will take it for a few days, maybe 3 days, and then I stop. So it makes a case that a lot of Cambodians, I don't have the number here, but we have the number, that we are resistant to a lot of antibiotic molecules. So that means if we have a serious infections, there's a lot of drug doesn't work for us anymore, and people die. The time to cultivate the bacteria, to identify what it is and test the drug, it takes 5 days, and people die. So what we're doing here with a partner from University of Health Science, Calmette Hospital, and some health center around the country, research center in France, in Marseille, that have extensive experience in tropical disease, is to do a study on antibiotic resistance in Cambodia, and hopefully maybe we can collect enough data and do some kind of modeling to better understand the usage of antibiotic in Cambodia. And we are really proud to contribute our expertise in data collection, data engineering, and data modeling in these projects. The other project in the area of education that we have is with our Special Institute of Education. It's a groupment of 9 high schools in Cambodia that provide education for special kids, especially the kids with sight impairment and hearing impairment. So we provide them some tool that help instructor, teacher, to do their job better and easier. So one of the tools that we are doing right now is the Khmer Sign Language recognition for emergency situation. So Khmer Sign Language, you know, I believe when our researcher come with this idea, I believe sign language is universal. It's not. It's very country specific, and we're still developing sign language actually. There are a team in Ministry of Education still develop a new sign. So now we work with them to record all the sign language, do data collection, and hopefully by next year we will release a new tool that can recognize 60 sign language for kids for emergency situation. So the kid in community can express their distress situation that allow the community to understand what they have. So it is a very basic gesture recognition tool, and we're still recording it in those 9 high schools in Cambodia to do data collection for that sign language recognitions. So yeah, now we recognize like 10 signs. It's a good start. We don't have a video here. It's okay. With that same partner, we also provide a Braille machine translation from Khmer text. So for sight impairment kid, they need to print it out, those Braille reading text, before the teacher need to type it. Now we provide them a very basic tool that they can copy paste the text from the national textbook and print it immediately on their printers, or now they have a special device that can display that Braille text for kids to read. So this is deployed in those high schools right now. Yeah, so we have a very basic tool actually to translate from the Khmer text to the Braille text. So this work, by the way, have been awarded as the best accessibility award from ITU for the AI for Good initiative. Another initiative on agriculture domain. So the idea is to showcase, because our team started 4 years ago, as you know, we try to showcase the use of AI and data science expertise for the society issue that can showcase the best use of those technology. I'm quite sure that in industry and commerce they use it for a long time already, but in societal problem, we don't see much example in Cambodia, and we try to showcase that kind of application. So one of these projects that we also have with the University of Agriculture and the French Research Institute, EID, is to help them to handle their agriculture data, from speech, image, to any kind of data. So we work on the Khmer language recognition for years already, and they have in their data set around 150 to a few hundred farmer interview. So now we help them to transcribe all this and detect keyword and do some kind of analytic to understand what is the major disease that the farmer talk about the most in different regions in Cambodia. We also now start to collect the, disease for rice from the rice field with photos. So with this, we can do the image classification and labeling, and hopefully have a kind of database with the rice modeling and tool to recognize rice disease in Cambodia. Of course, many countries have it already, but as you know, it's very country specific. We need to have ones and continuous effort to keep up this database, and we call it Dr. Rice, by the way. With the city of Phnom Penh, we also work on a prototype of application that can recognize the number flat in Khmer. Of course, I think the Japanese embassy in Cambodia have worked with the Ministry of Interior to have some those security camera on the street, but they don't recognize all kind of vehicle and the flat number in Khmer language. And our vehicle on the street is very messy. I don't think you drive like this in Japan. So your system in Japan don't recognize the street in Cambodia. So we are working on a recognition of traffic flow in Cambodia, on name flat and also traffic flow, different kind of vehicle from remote, tuk-tuk to the driver from opposite sides. That is very rare in Japan. We also work with the city bus to have a system that displays. It's very basic, but what we do is for sight impaired passenger to have that announcement for passenger. So include our voice tool to have that announcement of the bus schedule on their apps. So as we are the only very few institutions in Cambodia that work on Khmer language, so we also work some few banks to include the chatbot in Khmer language for them. So now we can have a few bank partner that use our tool to do a chat interface in Khmer to their banking information system. So one of the first partner we have is Aklida Bank, is one of the major local bank in Cambodia. As an effort to follow the large language model trends, efforts, with Ministry of Telecom, we do this effort to collect data, right? Khmer language data is not much than that. So for this year, we reached 500 million tokens, with very little, actually. So we need something, a few billion tokens to have a first version of a large language model for Khmer. So I think this is important for our people to access to this kind of tool in Khmer language. So we deploy everything we have, from data collection to speech recognition, from translation to collect data in Khmer language. And finally, this is something very new for us. We never do this kind of policy research before. With UNESCO, we'll launch this policy research next week in this same room, a AI readiness assessment in Cambodia. So we will go to survey all stakeholders to see where we are now in terms of AI adoption and what is the next expectation and requirement we have. So this will be a significant survey for Cambodia to see where we are in the usage of AI and data technology and where we want to go for the next AI development. So thank you very much for give attention to my talk, and again, please enjoy your day.
Thank